Hi Aquarius, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This Aquarius is your bi-weekly general reading for the time between now and the 31st of December. I'm going to draw 3 cards that relate to this week, okay? So I'm filming these on Monday, but it's really from Tuesday, but whatever. This week for the 3, and the second 3 are going to be for next week, commencing Monday the 24th, or Christmas Eve. Okay, my darlings, so I've already shuffled and meditated, but I'll do a little bit more shuffling on camera just so you can see me do that, and then we'll get started, okay? Whoa, your reading, man, it's like coming through really strongly, really sharply. So, I don't know, some of you might be in trouble, but some of you might be in trouble. Okay, my darling Aquarius. So, these are your clarifying cards, as you know. If you don't, they're your clarifying cards, and I will know when to pull them in the reading. I do read intuitively, so I cannot have all the cards facing upwards because I would never get any work done, because I'd be drawn all the way over here and everything. Okay, so we have got, on the base of your reading, we have got this card, the 2 of Swords. Your energy, my darling, our energy, all about our thoughts, our minds, our clarity, our consciousness, our communication, what we think, what we say, what we want to say, what we will allow ourselves to think or not in this instance. This is the 2 of Swords. This is being committed. Number 2, being committed to a way of thinking. You need to make a decision. And you are, yes, Tiny, yes, you're right. I told you Tiny's an earth sign. You need to make a decision. Because actually, that's the overall energy for this 2 weeks for you. This 2 weeks, when we talk about the underlying energy, what we mean by that, see, I told you you've got to make a decision. You've got to do something. What we mean by this is the focus, if you will, or the perspective, or what this time is trying to teach you. Okay, Tanya, you need to be quiet now. Stop. Okay, go sleep. Goodbye. You need to be focused on that. Excuse me, I don't know what I just said. I was half talking to Tiny. Excuse me, yeah, sorry. So the underlying energy is like the overall focus for you for the month, or for these weeks, or really the perspective, what you need to really be trying to think about and trying to bring forth. And that is this idea of making a decision. You are not making a decision. I got 3 minutes in and the video had run out, so the battery ran out. I do apologise, my darlings. So let's start with the first card then. I'm guessing it's the World card. I overturned it before. It's the World card. Look, oh my God. It's the World card. So this is for this week. And this is the same card that Gemini got out as their first card. And I was talking about this feeling like a new beginning, a new cycle that you're in. Now, you remember, if you follow my channel and you watch my videos, that we've spoken at length really over the last couple of readings about the things that you have been going through. Things are definitely different. Things have definitely changed for you this year. In a very real way, you're in a new situation, and you know, that is actually, for me, personally, I find very encouraging. For you, as an Aquarius, you might find this a little bit discombobulating, you know, it might be a little bit unsettling for you. However, whenever we have this World card, it's also a card of success. It's also showing that you've successfully, as the Fool, 0, made it all the way through the major arcana, and you're at completion at the ending and the new beginning. This is literally the card of Janus, or January, the month where we look back and look forward. So really, really, in essence, for you, this is about you, in a way, being reflective, but also looking forward, looking back on what you've achieved, accomplished, on the traumas, the difficulties that you've been through, the challenges that you've been through, but also looking forward with a sense of, well, I've done it before, I can do it again. It's that type of energy, really. You know, I've got through that, so I can overcome whatever. I can overcome more things in my future. Now, again, this is the underlying energy, though, this Two of Swords. So it's interesting to think about potentially how what decisions you're not wanting to make. Maybe you are tired and exhausted. Maybe the decisions have to do with your work. This is the Eight of Pentacles. It's Pentacles energy related to the earth signs, like myself, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the eights, again, are about karma, karmic cycles. So maybe this is literally saying you need to work on your karma. Because when we have the World card, it's a sense of a new beginnings coming, a new start is happening, new energies coming in. You're going to be walking in new places, having new experiences, and this is hopefully reassuring you in a way to say that, as challenging and as difficult as potentially some months this year have been, that actually you are more well versed in yourself, in your attitudes, in your perspectives, in your feelings, in your emotions than you were at the beginning of 2018. And actually now it's about working through your karma. This is the energy of basically being diligent in our work, in our approach, trying to master something, being skillful. And I really think for you, this is about mastering yourself, your own karma. Remember, karma happens because it's external experiences and external events that actually make us... Sorry, my computer just beeped and it's really annoyed me as to why. I don't know why. But it's also that we have these external experiences and events in order that we can understand our processes, our emotional internal moon processes that go on within, okay? So maybe it's a sense of working through karma for you this month. Oh, just going to let you rest on that one for a second while I have a drink of my water. So that's pretty awesome, isn't it? 1 second. To check my computer. Apologies, Aquarius. Okay, so we've got the Two of Cups. So remember that twos are commitments. This is ultimately what we call the soulmate card, okay? Because it's about a duality or a balance on both sides, both people feeling the same way. Hello, Tiny. Look, can you see it? Yeah, come on, it's all right, come on. Come on, then. Essentially, both people feeling the same or similar things on both sides. So this could be working on a karmic love situation, really. Now, you know that soulmates don't necessarily always be together or stay together. But, yes, Tiny, hello, say hello. Here he is, he's Tiny. Okay, good boy. Right, Tiny. I've been working for more than 9 hours today, and I've not had anything apart from hot water and porridge this morning, so... forgive me, you were my last reading of the day. And Tiny's a bit restless because he didn't have time. We didn't have time to go for a walk this morning, did we, Tiny? Because we've been busy. So you don't necessarily always end up with this soulmate, for example, or with a soulmate. But really the situation, the circumstance does teach you about yourself, does help to show you who you are, does help to reveal you to yourself. And that is a really positive thing. That's a very positive thing about soulmate situations, even if they are difficult and challenging and heavy going and hard. For others of us, you know, for some of us, we are going to be this week encountering a new soulmate, encountering a new person in our lives that we want to, that we feel a connection with, that we feel drawn to, that we feel a sense of knowing and a sense of belonging with that person. So that is absolutely beautiful. It might be someone brand new, someone that you work with. It could be that you're in a new job, for example. You start a new job, or you go traveling over the Christmas period. The World card relates to travel as well, obviously. And you meet somebody, you fall in love with somebody, you make a soulmate connection with somebody. And that, if that's happening for you this week. But ultimately, it's a card really of, this is linked to this. Ultimately, it's a card really of, it could be about yourself committing to a new emotional beginning for yourself, committing to being responsible and responsive and accepting and mindful of your internal moon emotional processes that go on beneath the surface. And obviously that can be quite a challenge for Aquarius or for the earth signs, just because, well, for all the signs really, but especially the earth signs, it can be challenging because, you know, you are very logical, practical people and like things, you like structure and order in your life, like the Emperor does, even though this is linked to Aries' energy. You like the structure and the order and the neatness of things. But, you know, it's really a question, really, I think, that is you're being asked this week to really consider and to listen to your internal emotional processes. This might be new to you. It might seem strange to you, but it's something that you must work on, okay? So if this is something to do with you, that's the type of energy that we're asking to consider this week. Now, we've got the Emperor coming up with this energy, so to clarify this energy, so remember that's a 4 in the major arcana, and 4s are all about the structures and foundations in our lives. So maybe again it's about looking at those structures and foundations when it comes to love and when it comes to relationships, when it comes to how much of yourself you give to the people in your life, to the people that you love. You know, how much of yourself do you give? You've obviously been going through a karmic situation or karmic cycle this year so far that's actually led you to, that's actually been a difficult one. And I know that when I see the Emperor, because this means the Emperor's gone on a journey. He's understood and understands his own weaknesses, the things that have weakened him in the past, and he's gone to try to find and to work out and to understand those things and to release those things, and now they are a source of strength for the Emperor. And that is really how you have to think about, hopefully for some of you, the challenges and the experiences that you have been through. But I've done 11 readings, yours is my 12th, and that is the first time that I've seen the Two of Cups all day, okay? As I said, I've been sat here for over 9 hours, and it's the first time I've seen the Two of Cups, so that's beautiful. So it's always a joy and a pleasure to see that energy, okay? So you've got to really be giving some mind, well, not mind, heart, I suppose, head, listening to your emotions, okay, Aquarius, this week. Okay, let's move on to next week. So this is week commencing Monday 24th, or Christmas Eve. Wow, look at that. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. So this is like abundance, isn't it? This is like security and abundance financially, in all worldly things, in all the things that people can see. And I think that, you know, as the Emperor, that's exactly what you can expect. You know, you can expect to feel confident, and you can expect to feel, this is linked, you can expect to feel confident, you can expect to feel secure, you can expect to feel abundant. Now, there's a however coming, and I don't know why there's a however, but there is. There isn't usually with the 10 of Pentacles because it's a great card. But there's a however, and the however seems to be that maybe this is a new situation for you. Maybe this new situation, you're newly single, for example, or you're in a new relationship, for example. You have to share your wealth, or your, not wealth, but you know what I mean, your assets, that's the word I'm looking for. Share your assets with another person, or you've decided to move in with somebody around this time of year. And for some reason for you, that is something that you are potentially struggling with or finding difficult. You know, reflect on that, and maybe spend some time this Christmas or this holiday season when you've got some time off work, if you do, spend some time reflecting on your fears when it comes to relationships, or this your new living situation that you potentially are in. You know, it's about spending time thinking about it, that reflecting on it, that actually it isn't all about, we can't be all air, as in the elements of air, all the time. We can't always be logical and rational and thinking, because we're not always honest with ourselves when we think. So sometimes we need emotions. Emotions help us to unlock our thoughts. Emotions help us to understand really what we're experiencing. And I think that you've got this energy here of, for some reason, you're reluctant to make a decision, and I don't really understand why. Because maybe just because, as I said, it's a new situation, it's something that's new to you, this new situation, whether you've just moved in with somebody, it's your first Christmas together, you're starting home together, or you're wanting to. That's a conversation that's potentially happening for you in the month, or at the end of this year. Then there's a reason why you are there's a reluctance for some reason. I don't understand it. I mean, I've seen the only thing I can think is because it's the World card, so it's a new situation for you, brand new, something that you don't have any experience in, or you've not experienced it at this emotional depth before. I'm getting that sense. We've got the Four of Swords here. Four of Swords, to clarify this card. So fours are, again, about the structures and foundations in our lives. And this is sword energy. So this is your energy, air energy, thoughts, minds, clarity, consciousness, communication, what we say, what we think, what we allow ourselves to say, and what we allow ourselves to think. And that's why we can't be all swords at all times, because we are really in control of our consciousness. We, especially you earth signs, you can be very look at situations from a very logical standpoint. But for those of you that watch my karma video, you will know that karma is not logic. 1 + 1 = 3. And we cannot always just try to apply logic all the time. So there's something related to your home, to your family situation, your home and family situation that should be very pleasurable and happy, because we've got the Ten of Pentacles here. But actually, for some of you, it's causing you a moment of pause, moment to reflect. This is the card of meditation card. So it's a card of reflecting on your home life situation, your family situation. It might look appealing, it might seem happy to you or to other people from the outside, but there's something that needs to be reflected on, potentially a decision that needs to be made with regard to home, family. This card's linked to this card. Okay, so let's look at this one next. We've got the Page of Wands. So this is this is active. Now, excuse me, not necessarily decisive, but definitely active, okay? The Page of Wands. So the wand energy is related to the fire signs. So the Aries, Leo, and Sag. It's related to our passions and our creativity, the things that motivate us to take action in this world. And the pages are messages or messengers, and they help us. There's something that they help us. In this instance, it's about bringing in new energy. I really get a sense that there's a sense that new energy wants to come towards you. There's got to be a new way of thinking or a new way of behaving that's much more authentic and true to who you are. And this is what maybe you are reflecting about. Maybe you are reluctant to move in, for example. Maybe you've been dating or in a relationship, long-term relationship with somebody, and they want to move in with you, and you are reluctant to for some reason. You don't want to share assets. You know, you've been married and divorced before, or you've got children, and it might be whatever it is. But there's this energy, this new energy that wants to come through. It could be a fire sign. So some of you could be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag. They could be younger than you. Again, very passionate. This is a card of action, though. It's about wanting to move in a direction that you are passionate about. And it's about taking action in those directions because it's masculine. So that means that you do something. You or somebody else does something. It moves in a direction that they are passionate about, that they are excited about, okay, that they are keen to move in that direction. And this is something that would bring in a benefit for you, for them, for all involved, okay? So this could be a love reading for some of you. It feels like a love reading, or it feels like a change in a situation, in a romantic situation, whether you've always been single and now you're going to be in a relationship, or whether you've never been in a relationship and now or you've always been in a relationship and then you're going to be single, or whatever. It feels like that type of energy. We've definitely got changes coming through, new energy, even if that's work. It could be in work. This card is linked to this. So this is the decisive action that I'm talking about. So the kings are decisive. The kings are also active, okay? The King of Swords is basically what I just said, decisive action, taking decisive action. So this might be that you feel inspired to move in a specific direction because this is your energy with the King of Swords. Remember, kings are active, masculine. We're taking action. This is we're taking action on what we think, what we know, what we say, what we want to say, etc. So there's actually going to maybe this time, this reflection on your home, when you've got this downtime at home during the holiday season, it might be that is what motivates you, and that gives you that space to understand and to appreciate the things that you do want, the home life that you do want, whether you have that now or not. And if you do not have that, then it really seems that you're going to be wanting to take action to move toward the type of life, home situation, work situation that you want. It's about making a commitment to really what's in your heart, whether that's a person or a job or a type of work or whatever it is. It's about taking action and moving in the direction and speaking truthfully and decisively in the way that you like, obviously, in the direction that you want to move in when it comes to this new situation that you find yourself in, this new job, this new home life, this new relationship that you find yourself in, okay? There's lots of abundance available though, and security. You're secure financially, etc., in worldly asset ways. So it's just now about actually really considering whether you are fully fulfilled, and I guess some of you are, I guess some of you are not, but that's life. And actually taking action in the direction that will help you to feel more fulfilled, help you to feel clearer, happier, you know, more committed to yourself, more authentic to who you are, okay? You want your life. We want our lives. We should all want our lives anyway. I don't know if that's a true statement. I'm going to say I personally want my life to reflect the person that I am. And I want to spend my time doing things that reflect the truth of who I am at a soul level. And I feel like for you, that is something that you are wanting also. That is a place where you are, if this is resonating with you, that is the place where you currently are. You're wanting that for yourself. You're wanting, yes, security, but you're also wanting it in a way that is true to your foundations, true to who you are. And you are willing to actually take action on achieving or getting the thing that you want this year. You're actually willing to take action on achieving that toward the end of 2018. Okay, your last card for 2018. Wow, we've got this. We've got messages. We've got the 8 of Wands, which is messages, communication. This is again new energy coming in. We have the Wand energy is related to this element of fire, related to the signs of Aries, Leo, and Sag, and the planet of Mars, the planet of action. And number 8 is a karmic number. I've explained about karmic cycles. Karmic cycles help to, you know, external experiences, the sun, help to uncover the internal processes and the emotions within the moon. That's a number 8, okay? The karmic cycle. So when we talk about this as messages coming in, it's because really what's coming in is new energy. It's the energy, it's new energy coming in. It's this energy, this vitality, this motivation that's coming in, that's coming towards you. So it might not actually be a message. It might be for some of you, but it's new energy coming in. It's new, it's renewal, or it's you know, you feel differently. You really do, actually, by the end of the year. I think some of you have struggled, and I think we've had a similar theme, you know, for the last sort of 3 readings or so with you, Aquarius, we've had this theme of, you know, you've done really well, you've come really far this year, you've done a lot of work, you've had to deal with your emotions this year in a way that you really haven't before, for a lot of the people that follow and subscribe to my channel, the Aquariuses. And that has been unsteadying for you at times. I feel like you now are at a stage, a place, or by the end of the year, where we've got this new energy coming in, where you are recognizing also, again, the strength in the experiences that you've had this year, that you've had to face this year. But this is like, we can look at this in such a different way. It's so interesting, isn't it, how this card here just made such a difference to the tone of this reading, because the underlying energy, if we ignore that energy for a second and just look at these cards here, we've got new relationships moving in together, soulmate unions, we've got potential reconciliations, not really, but potential reconciliations, but definitely coming into contact with a soulmate. We've definitely got energy of working on relationships in a new way that maybe we haven't tried before. That's the energy we've got. But we've got this as the underlying energy. And it's so significant that it makes such a difference to that tone. That, everything I just said, by the way, could definitely apply to you. New relationships, new home living situation, you know, a much more passionate experience with your partner, with your lover, much more intimate emotionally, which you haven't really had before at that level. For some of you, this new energy coming in, or lots of communication, talk, planning, ideas. But this is energy. This is energy. That's what this is. This is life force, and this is inspiration. And this could mean that you speak to somebody, or they speak to you, or you just feel that difference. You just feel that difference. But we've got this energy here just at the base of the reading. So I would say for some of us, it seems like we are, you know, there's 2 levels of commitment here, isn't there? We're committed to a way of thinking, and we're committed to a way of feeling. And it seems like the things that we are committed to, or we have been committed to in the past, are changing, or have changed. They've changed. So it seems like everything around you has changed. But maybe you are still thinking in the same way and feeling the same way that you used to feel, or vice versa. That new energy is coming in. So it feels like, you know, you've got to recognize really that things have actually changed. Your surroundings are different. You know, the people that you are around are different. The situation you're in romantically or in professionally is different. So you've got to acknowledge how that impacts your spirit, how that impacts your soul, how that impacts your mind, how that impacts your emotions. The fact that we are in a different place now, okay? Karmically and practically, you are in a different place. And I think that you have to really own that and recognize that and look at that and see that and reflect and consider what that means to you, this difference, the fact that everything's changed so much this year. How does that, if everything's changed so much, why am I still thinking in the same way? Why am I still pretending that I'm the same? You're not the same person. It's impossible. We all change every single moment of every single day, constantly, forever. That's what happens to the universe. The universe constantly changes every single moment of every single day since the Big Bang or the Garden of Eden, whichever one you believe in, whatever. You have changed, and it's as if you don't really see, in a way, you're not really getting it, the fact that things have changed. And because things have changed so much around you in your world, your job, your family, your relationship, whatever excuse me, whoa, where did that come from? whatever your world is. Things have changed so drastically, so much, and in a way you're still holding on, in a way, to old ways of thinking and to old ways of feeling. And actually it's time to work on that and reflect on that this Christmas. I really feel like you've got new energy coming in. I'm excited actually now to see what's going to come after this, you know, what's coming, because this is literally to the end of the year. We're not going beyond. But I will be starting your 2019 readings this week, and I'll be uploading them on Monday, next Monday, the 24th. So you'll be able to see those and see what's going to go on in the whole of 2019. Just an energetic overview for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, and I hope you're excited for the year to come. But as I said, reflect, spend time reflecting on the things that have changed in your life, and to recognize that actually, because things have changed so drastically in your life, so have you. You have changed. You are not the same person, Aquarius, and that's good. That's a positive thing, okay? So if you like this video, please like this video, my darlings. If you have not already, as I said, subscribe, click the bell so you'll be notified as soon as I upload all my new content. If you also, you can share the content of this video on your social media, on your WhatsApp, if you think it will resonate with your friends, your family, etc. And leave a comment as well below. I have been so lax with replying for comments because I've been so busy November and December. But hopefully over Christmas, because we've got some time, I'll be able to respond to your comments. And I'll be uploading some extra little treats as well, and maybe doing some live readings over the Christmas period. So yeah, keep in touch. If you would like to keep abreast of what I'm going to be doing and the uploads, etc., follow me. Follow Key Wisdom Tarot on Instagram and on Facebook too. And that's, as I said, just Key Wisdom Tarot. Thank you so much for being here, Aquarius. Thank you for your effort this year. Thank you for you. I mean, you should. I'm saying thank you for you to yourself. You know, you should thank yourself for the sustained effort that you've put in this year in trying to overcome and work through the karma that you've been working through and the difficult situations that you've been working through. It's been a pleasure to read for you, and I'll see you all again next week with another reading. But Merry Christmas, or enjoy, happy holidays, as they say. And yeah, it's been a pleasure. Take care, my darlings. Bye.